Alright, thanks for joining me today. Today we're doing a bit of a comparison between the Ready to Run, which is, I've got this one which is pretty much stock, except for the wheels. They're just some off Banggood with those knockoff Hyrax, I believe they are. The only thing I've done to this one is move the rear bar so it's up, gives you a bit more clearance there. Had to modify it slightly obviously to fit it up in underneath the tray. Other than that, it's only got a Power HD 25 kilo servo in there. And that one's pretty much stock. Over here, I've got my kit version, which was pretty stock for a long time. Now I've literally last night just fitted some nice high clearance links. They're from CLUB5RACIng. Also quite a few other bits and pieces from CLUB5RACIng. And here we've got these nice brass covers, stainless steel skids, which work very well. A nice servo guard. These husky links. Nice steering links there. Nice and thick too, 6mm I believe they are. And these are GPM steel shafts. Got them nice and cheap from OzRC. Also got them in the Ready to Run. They're just some Banggood special wheels. They do the job. Nice bead locks. And they're nice Proline, what were they, crawler tyres here in the G8 compound. They seem to work really well. I'm not a fan of the Proline shell. It has cracked way too easily for my liking, because lots of square corners. You can't really see the cracking at the moment, but there is quite a bit there. Alright, let's get these shells off. Well, as you can see, I've replaced the pins and just stuck some magnets. They work pretty well. Done both of them. Let's get these shells off and see where I'm at. Alright, now this is the Ready to Run. As I said, it is pretty much stock. Only thing I've changed, these rear hoops get a little bit more height. These are some Inora. They're meant to be for SCX 10.2. They fit pretty well. Give you a little bit more height and certainly a lot stronger. As I said, modified this rear bar that tucks up underneath there on the tray, and gives a little bit of protection for the rear of the tray anyway. You can see all standard links. Still on the Ready to Run. You get plastic caps on the suspension. They seem to work pretty well though, these shocks. This one's only running 30 weight. The stock, you see, standard links. Got the GPM shafts in there. Battery is still in the forward position. And I didn't even like running the 5000 like people say. I haven't run any bigger than a 3300 on the front. Got heaps of run time out of them. Yeah. See, still running the Reedy 5-slot. The Reedy ESC, still all stock there, except for the Power HD servo. That works really well. Already bent a couple of steering horns and stripped them out. You see, I've still got to put the steering horn back on this one. Now, I have some other casters to put onto these, because the standard casters are way too soft. Sometimes look how much I can turn this with. I can turn one wheel and the other one will stay in position, which when you're trying to get up and over something doesn't make it easy. Now I'll go grab the other bag of parts I've got there for it so you can get the part number. Now I've already fitted these to my kit version, but I've still got to put the hardened casters onto the ready to run. Other than that, it's all stock. So still got the bigger battery, but I had to cut a little slot out here just so that the wires can come out without bending up too much on the batteries. And these body posts, they're way too soft. Way too soft. Alright, let's get this one out of the way. Over to my kit version. Now I'm doing some experiments with the batteries, because these batteries here are certainly a lot lighter than the 3300 and 3000 I was running. Now, oh, so that's over, I think these only go to 250 grams. Yep. So that's over 250 grams. Now I've got these Turnigy batteries. They're 185. That's where I've relocated my battery tray to. I'll get back to that soon. But what I think I'll be running more often than not are these drone batteries that I've had. Ooh. Look at that. Under 87 grams there. I've got another one sitting here. Not even 56 grams. Now, I wasn't happy with how the battery was mounted up there at the front, especially when you're coming down on a steep slope and you're hitting a bump or something and you're up and over, and just that extra weight, it just pulls you over. Now, I've moved it down to basically a LCG setup, chopped down the big original battery tray to fit my Hobbywing axe. You see there? So you still got the radio box in the same position, but I chopped out the front and back of the battery tray. I've got some old drone silicon sticky stuff that they put down. So no battery I put on these going anywhere. At the end of the day, beautiful for weight distribution compared to how that original setup is. just I'm not a fan of that. Now, I've changed all the links from CLUB5 Racing. Those high clearance links, it's such a huge difference compared to that. That is, oh, you drop my camera. I mean, look at that, they're literally sitting on the links. Don't even get close to the skid plate. Huge difference, night and day. Now, so I put the Inora hoops. I'm done the same on this one. Now on the kit version, you get these nice alloy caps on your shocks. In your gearbox, it's all hardened steel gearing compared to the RTR, which, yeah, it has some steel gearing in there, but it's not hardened steel. They're a totally different metal if you look at the gearing. If you manage to get a kit version as well as an RTR, you'll see the difference night and day. I've been getting quite a lot from CLUB5 Racing for this thing. As I said, got those brass covers, stainless steel plates as well, a servo guard, these beautiful husky links. That makes a huge difference, that bent panhard rod. Got the hardened casters on. Look at the colour difference. Also got some hardened axle housings coming. And hoops, and a few other bits and pieces. I've also ordered a low CG chassis. G-speed, low CG chassis. But I've also got a VS410 chassis on its way. But at the moment, I'm quite happy with this setup. Probably the most expensive part of it has been the axe system. It's about $300 Aussie. But all the other bits and pieces, well worth the money. From CLUB5 Racing, I've also got a new Jeep Comanche shell coming. Oh, I almost forgot. This Oz RC 32 kilo servo is absolutely brilliant. It's coreless. I cannot fault this thing. It is so strong. Even at only 7.2 volts, it's running, what is it, 29 kilos. This is a nice high voltage one. You run it 8 volts or whatever it is through it. And that was only $110 Aussie. For what it is, it was really good value for money. But at the end of the day, I highly recommend buying a kit version and going to town, just doing some experimenting. As I said, I think I'll end up going with these lighter weight batteries. I mean, not even 90 grams, the biggest bloody drone battery 3S one I've got here. They run 850 milliamps. Not sure on the C rating of the blue one, but geez, this white one, it's 70C. Gonna have plenty of punch. Alright. Oh, I almost forgot to. It's, yeah, cheap plastic. Pretty springy. Well, get you through. That's what you expect in an RTR. Obviously, a good cheap upgrade. It's the Fly Sky, and 60 bucks. Aussie, cannot complain, and the receivers aren't that expensive either. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope this has been informative. See you next time. Like and subscribe.